is the Pure Stocks, and here's how they're going to line up for feature number 2. Starting on the pole from Fergus, Ontario, in the 2-speed motorsport sponsored entry, it's the 78 of Nicole Givens. Starting in second from Kitchener, Ontario, in the Can-Do Homes Just Foment sponsored entry, it's the 34 of Paul Huskins. Starting in third from Burlington, Ontario, in car number 53, it's Jeff Kells. Starting in fourth from Hamilton, Ontario, in the Car Star sponsored entry, it's the 13 of Dandine Cormier. Starting in fifth from Grand Valley, Ontario, in the Caldecott CM Precision sponsored entry, it's the 16 of Alex Stewart. Starting in sixth from Woodstock, Ontario, in the Driving with Haley Level Up sponsored entry, it's the 22T of Tegan Ellis. Starting seventh from Waterdown, Ontario, in the Pub sponsored entry, it's the 40 of Mark Allen. Starting eighth from Cambridge, Ontario, in the Bobby McClure Racing Nobles Culligan sponsored entry, it's the 17 of Austin Etsell. Starting in ninth from Caledonia, Ontario, in the Sealy Equipment sponsored entry, it's the 12 of Chance Rogers. Starting in 10th from Cambridge, Ontario, in the Mark Etzel Stable sponsored entry, it's the 84 of Mike Etzel. Starting in 11th in car number 36 from Arthur, Ontario, in the Paris Medical Center sponsored entry, it's the 36 of Lance Sullivan. Starting in 12th from Caledonia, Ontario, in the Zanata Post Hole Digging Mega Lift Truck sponsored entry, it's the 12 of Spencer Riddell. Starting in 13th from Port Colborne, Ontario, in the Doc John's Auto Spruce Spide Electric sponsored machine, it's the 22F of Jordan Willms. Starting in 14th from Hamilton, Ontario, in the Vista Security AIS sponsored entry, it's the 42 of Leo LaBarbera. Starting in 15th from Fergus, Ontario, in the SORT Cam's Tire sponsored machine, it's the 24 of Brady Cox. To the outside from Waterford, Ontario, in the BT Racing 2-speed motorsport sponsored entry, it's the 50 of Wade Thorne. Rounding out the field in car number 8 from Kitchener, Ontario, in the Tibar Services DL Services sponsored entry, it's the 8 of Kyle Lucas. To his outside in car number 28T from Six Nations in the Jensen's Auto Detailing sponsored entry, it's the 28T of Cameron Thompson. We are ready to go racing. Green flag is in the air for the Pure Stock Division, presented by McClurkland Properties of Cambridge. Nicole Givens and Paul Huskins jump out to the early race lead. Dan Cormier in that 13 car as well, going to springboard himself up to third. Then it's 2-3 wide behind them. Jeff Kells in that 53 kind of in the middle of the sandwich. Tegan Ellis, the 28T, there is 2-3 wide, almost 4 wide here at one point. Action, oh my goodness, all over turns 3 and 4, still 3 wide. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Top 4 are starting to check out, but the middle of the pack is just a hornet's nest of activity. Looks like there's some problems with the 8 car of Kyle Lucas. 2-3 wide, the 16 of Alex Stewart getting a big shove down the front straightaway from the 17 of Spencer Riddell. They're almost 4 wide in the back of the pack. Tegan Ellis is in there. Mark Allen, Wade Thorne, Chance Rogers. Contact the 22T of Tegan Ellis. It's all jacked up by the 84 of Mike Etzel. Somehow they're going to stay green. Good save by the 22T of Tegan Ellis. That could have been scary there for a moment right in front of a big group of cars. Our leaders are going to work lap number 4 here, but all the action has been in the middle of the pack. Dirt all kicked up down in turns 3 and 4, but we're going to stay green. Leaders work lap number 5 now. Nicole Givens really not wanting to see a caution as she's opened up about a 3 car lengths lead over the 34 of Paul Huskins. 13 of Dan Cormier on the outside. That's the battle for second spot as it starts to heat up now. Cormier trying to go around the 34 of Huskins. They're still side by side off of turn number 2. The 17 of Austin Etsell as well. The 16 of Alex Stewart. 50 of Wade Thorne. The 17 of Spencer Riddell. They're 2 by 2 for 3 rows deep off of turn 4. Nobody's giving an inch here on lap number 7 of the second race for our Pure Stock division presented by McClurkin Properties of Cambridge. They're still 2 by 2. Dan Cormier, Paul Huskins. There is just no racing room out here as they continue to be 2 by 2 off of turn 4. Cormier in that 13 car, he's going to jump out to that second spot. Then Austin Etsell, and now Spencer Riddell jumps up into the 4th spot using that outside lane. He's going to jump up into 4th. Look to continue his march to the front here is now Alex Stewart in the 16 car. The front end of that racing machine is all punched in. 22F of Jordan Willms now working his way through. And do I see? Yes, that is the 28T of Cameron Thompson all the way from the back up to about the 8th position now. 24 Brady Cox after finishing second in race number 1, starting at the back after the invert. Took a bit of a detour through the grass here. We've continued to stay green as we're halfway home, halfway to go. 78 of Nicole Givens leads in second is the 13 of Dan Cormier. Third, the 17 of Austin Etsell. Fourth, the 17 of Spencer Riddell. Then in fifth, the 16 of Alex Stewart. Sixth, the 22F of Jordan Willms. Seventh, the 28T of Cameron Thompson. Eighth, the 50 of Wade Thorne. Ninth, the 12 of Chance Rogers. 10th, the 34 of Paul Huskins. 11th, the 36S of Lance Sullivan. 12th, the 84 of Mike Etsell. 13th, the 53 of Jeff Kells. 14th, the 42 of Leo LaBarbera. 15th, the 40 of Mark Allen. 16th, the 24 of Brady Cox. Then Tegan Ellis and Kyle Lucas. Still green here as the battle is really starting to heat up at the front of the field. Spencer Riddell on the bottom of the 17E of Austin Etsell. Nicole Givens, that lead has kind of started to shrink away here as Dan Cormier now has really worked his way up to the back bumper of that 78 car. Problems with the 22T of Cameron Thompson. 28T of Cameron Thompson. Problems for our point leader as he brings that machine into the pit area. 3 wide, though, at the front of the field here as we continue under the green flag conditions. The 22F of Jordan Willms, 17 of Spencer Riddell. Now Wade Thorne in that bright pink number 50 car worked his way back up to the field as well. As they work lap number 14, coming to 5 to go. This has been one heck of a race here for our Pure Stock division presented by McClurkin Properties of Cambridge. 2 by 2, 3 rows deep. Spencer Riddell now looking for second spot. He's underneath the 13 of Dan Cormier. Riddell to the inside. He's going to take that second spot away and set his sights on our race leader, the 78 of Nicole Givens, but he got to play a little bit of defense. The 22F of Jordan Willms is right there as well. Willms is going to get that 17 car all jacked up, but they're going to be single file. Willms now with a bit of a drag race down the back straightaway. Riddell dives deep into the corner. He's going to look to the bottom on the 78 of Nicole Givens off of turn 4, but now the 22F of Willms is going to look to the bottom as well. There is action all over the racetrack. Riddell trying to see if he can find a way around the 78 of Nicole Givens. Givens just trying to hold that racing line. Riddell looking at the bottom. Side by side for the race lead off of turn 4, 2 laps to go. Riddell out front. New race leader, the 17 of Spencer Riddell. Jordan Willms is now in second. Givens is going to get shuffled all the way to the back. Through turns 3 and 4, white flag is in the air. One more trip around for our race leader, the 17 of Spencer Riddell. Down through turns 1 and 2. Willms trying to see if he can lock it up, but he slides through turns 2. Willms trying to get a big run down the back straightaway for the final times through turns 3 and 4. Down off of turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Feature win goes to the 17 of Spencer Riddell. Second will be the 22F of Jordan Willms. Third, the 17E of Austin Etsell. Fourth, the 50 of Wade Thorne. And rounding out the top 5, the 16 of Alex Stewart. down here in quick victory lane. Helmet and buckles come off. Climbing from the car for his first time in victory lane. Fans, put your hands together for your feature winner, the 17 of Spencer, Riddell. We'll grab a word here with Spencer. Oh, he's not done celebrating yet. He doesn't want to talk to me yet. Oh, he's taking his GoPro. It's okay, I'll wait. Oh, now it's on video. Oh, great. Now I'm going to really be nervous. Spencer, you had to work through the field. That was quite the event. How are you able to get this 17 to victory lane?
Well, after the first feature starting back there, I figured I could do it again, except I just had to pass a little bit more cars. So, no, it worked great. Like, I knew the fast guys were behind me, and I seen Wade in my mirror, and he's been in my mirror a few times before, and I'm just like, this could be tough. But, it's great. I'm so happy. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and this is my first time ever in victory lane, so it's worth it.
How does it feel? Explain the emotions going through you right now. First time here in victory lane at Flamboro Speedway.
It's amazing. I grew up at this place. I was up in the scorer's booth doing the lap counter. I was in the pace truck with my dad since I was about 5. So winning here is a dream come true.
I know you got a lot of sponsors on this car. Who do you want to thank for getting this 17 to victory lane?
First and foremost, I got to thank Zanata. They come on board this year. Wingers Cabinets, Mega Lift has been with me for 2 years now. Injury Rehab Center. My dad is a huge part of this deal. And a whole bunch of people in the pits. Rodney Rutherford, Wade, Phil, Cam, all these guys, every week they help me and try to push me and change things. And it's a great division. Anybody can do it. I don't know how to build a car. I'm a carpenter. This was done for me. So anybody can do it.
There you go, fans. How about a round of applause for your feature winner, the 17 of Spencer, Riddell.